Hey, Korina, thank you for joining me tonight for a conversation. So good to be here and to just have a discussion about the journey of the Joyful Goddess program and where it's taken you and what have you deepened into and all of the joys of the program. And yes, so I am looking forward to this conversation as one of the goddesses, as one of the goddesses from the Joyful Goddess program. So if you could think back or over our time together, what do you think has been one of the biggest learnings or the biggest deepenings for you since doing the course, the program?
I think there's two major things for me. One is that I have the power to make myself happy. And if I can understand my shadows, my light will shine. I think that's one of the biggest things I learned. And the other thing is sisterhood. We've had such a beautiful sisterhood. It's been amazing, really, truly amazing. Just connecting with the girls and people I know and people I don't know, but being comfortable and being safe through it all.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with the sisterhood. That has been a very powerful holding for us all journeying together, and sharing the lovely, highlights, sharing the vulnerability, sharing the tears, sharing the joy, and growing together. So I'm with you. It's been a very powerful process, that sisterhood of beautiful women together.
Yeah, and just knowing you're not in it on your own, like you think, am I going crazy? Is it just me? And then you realise there's so many people out there the same. You're not alone. You're absolutely not alone.
No. And I think it does. It makes you realise that, we all have our fears. We all have our issues, our things. So, yeah, no one's free of that. And that's the beauty of it. It's like, yep, okay, we're in this together and we're going to work through it together.
Yeah, and everybody wants to find that happiness, that little bit of joy each day. And I think another really big thing I've finally come to understand what gratitude truly is. Like if everyone goes, write a gratitude book, and I'm like, I'm grateful I've got Tosca in my life and I'm grateful I've got a beautiful family, but I could never understand what it truly was until I had understood that despair and where it was coming from. And then it just makes you so grateful for those glorious moments, where you're walking down the beach and you watch your dog prancing along because it's a little show off, because our dog is. Just those simple little things, or a conversation you have with a girlfriend while you're going for a walk. You start to find gratitude in everyday things, and I found that truly amazing. I really did, yeah.
Yeah, that just makes my heart bloom just hearing that, Korina. That is such a gift, just hearing those words from you, and it gives me such depth of appreciation for you that you have been able to find that gratitude, and that is priceless,
Yes, and happy language.
Happy language.
Not negative, and we all still have our moments, but I think my language has become a lot more joyful and happy and positive and forgiving myself and others. We're so hard on ourselves.
Oh, we're totally hard on ourselves. We're so hard.
I don't think you realise how hard you are on yourself until you listen to other people and you think, but I don't see that. And then you think, oh, but I see that in me. But you wonder what other people see. Do you know what I mean? Then you realise, well, they're seeing you like you see them. If that makes sense. Yeah. So it's a little easier to forgive yourself.
Yeah. And how awesome is, that self-forgiveness, being able to forgive yourself and allow yourself to grow and be in that flow to move on from there. Do you know what I mean? We all have been in states of making mistakes or doing something else, but to actually
repeating. It's nice not to be repeating. Joyful things is okay.
yeah. Hindsight's a very good thing, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it?
Oh, and I think with all this conversation, you've already answered some of that question of how has this changed your life?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have answered a lot of it, but I also think that it's changed my life in that I can go places more confidently and not worry. Often it's like, oh, am I going to say the wrong thing? Am I going to be the wrong person? What do they want from me? And now I know me as I am is enough, and there'll be the odd time where I'll think, oh, am I? But most of the time I now just walk into a room and I go to the people I know the love comes from, so I direct myself towards joy now, whereas before I'd try and nuzzle in and try and get comfortable where I wasn't ever comfortable. So I've kind of found my people, I guess, and where I want to be there too. It's helped me appreciate those people in my life that appreciate me.
Yeah. How beautiful. Oh, it just feels so deepening and blossoming and blooming. It's just going, yeah, like this, following the joy, following the gratitude. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the time I was like, oh, why do we always go out just us girls? Why don't we hang out as couples? And, because that was my safe zone. Now I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm ready to embrace the sisterhood and hang out with the girls and have a goddess weekend away and do my yoga. Because those things make me happy. They make me truly happy,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good. It's good.
Wow. Big changes, Korina.
Yes. Yeah, it has. It's been big. It's been gloriously big.
Yeah. And I can honestly, and I know you would agree, over the beautiful goddesses in this program, each week you just notice the change, the change in the words, the change in the body language, the change in their vibration, and it's so awesome.
Yeah, we were so quiet, and I know we all sat so far back from our computers and we had dark lights, and then we let the lights shine and we sit in and we get in and we mingle, and it's awesome, and we dance. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun now. Yeah. We've come to the fun part, so it's really good.
Yeah. That's true. From the beginning of the program, and we haven't totally finished yet, which is great. We've still got a number of weeks, but from the beginning to where we are, oh my goodness me.
It's a big change, isn't it? It's awesome. But it's also awesome to know that there's people out there that we're having that little ritual where we put out this beautiful vibration to somebody special in the group, and I can't wait for mine, because I can imagine just that sense of so many people thinking wonderful thoughts of you must be really, really amazing, because I know when I have those moments, my thoughts for that other person is just clear and positive and energetic, like it flows. So I'm looking forward to that side.
Absolutely, Korina, you will love it. That group energy of holding your highest vibration for another person is such a gift, and you will feel it. It is something incredibly special, and I can't wait to hear what you say.
I can't wait to hear what other people say. And it's not a scared waiting, you know what I mean? It's not a fear waiting, it's an excited waiting, an anticipation. Yeah.
That's so good. So good. Okay, and just if you were thinking of talking about this program, what would make you, knowing what you now know about the program, what do you think, if people were to join the program, what could they expect from the program, do you think?
Wow, what could they expect? Huh. It's such a big journey. It's from, you know, those, oh, look, I was terrified at the start because it was so hard, you know, it was so much to face. And you go in there kind of thinking, yeah, I've got some things, but I'm pretty cool, you know, and you just realise that you're not on top of things as much as you think you are. And that's really confronting. And your pain compounded by the pain of those other people, like, you know, they've got it written on their faces as much as you do, you know, and you don't even see it in yourself until you see it in them. But then you come out the other side and the questions, I just loved pondering those questions, you know, and I'm going to continue to do that because I think it helps me grow, you know. So it's that mindful change. You know, we all want change and we think it's just going to happen magically. But you have to ponder and you have to question and you have to reflect in order to get those answers and get that change. And if I could say to anyone, as hard as it's going to be amazingly rewarding if you put your time in and actually do all the little pondering questions and tasks that aren't necessarily homework, but they're there for you to grow, you know. And I think I got so much out of that alone, you know.
Yeah.
And wisdom, your divine wisdom, Tosca. I know you think you're just, you know, in the background quietly, but you just guide us so gently and so wisely. It's beautiful. You need someone like you. You really do. Yeah.
Thank you, beautiful Korina. Oh my goodness. It is a pleasure and a journey. And I think, well, I don't think, I know that the lovely goddesses in this program have made, you know, the launching and the, you know, being in this process such a beautiful, easy development. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone is just so ready, so willing, so honest, so vulnerable, so like everyone came in, you know, willing to do the work, willing to dig deep, willing to explore, and that is what makes the program.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And just seeing, you know, oh, you can't imagine until you've done it how much we change, you know, from that first. I still remember it, you know, I'm sitting in the background and we're all having our moments of crying and vulnerability and wondering if we're alone doing that and everybody's watching, but, you know, we don't know where we're going. And then suddenly from this darkness comes this absolute joy and light. And that just, yeah. And yeah, when people ask me about it, I said, I just do it because it makes me happy. And I just wanted that, you know, that honest happiness that you have, and it glows from you.
Yeah.
And yeah. It's getting easier to show my teeth.
I like that. Yeah. And you know, I think, you know, if you really want that happiness and joy, it does take time. It does take those pondering questions. It does take that effort, you know, and it's so worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And being comfortable in your own headspace and time, you know, that I can sit alone and do things and not be like, oh, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? You know, and having that negative head, it just goes and you can sit in peace with yourself. It's a really nice feeling.
It is nice.
And I really love our 108 little, especially the last one we did. I really felt the vibration of our Malabead chant in our last session. It was like the Om reflection. It's just that energy booming in your chest. It's beautiful.
The mantras are powerful, aren't they? Vibrationally, they hold that space, don't they?
Yep. When you get the confidence to let yourself go with that, yeah, it certainly does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Totally.
So good. I love mantras. I do it every day, so it's my medicine.
Yeah. I need to do it more often.
Okay, so why would you recommend the course? What would make you recommend this?
Like I said, it's the journey I've gone on, you know, the honesty and the understanding. I've had a few people ask me about it and they say, you know, what do you love about it so much? And it's just getting to know myself and the trust within the group and the shared wisdom of all the sisters as well as you. You know, everybody's got something beautiful and honest to say, and it's not like, oh, you know, whatever, they're just saying that. You can tell it's genuine, you know, and to have that, I don't know if comfort's the word. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but yeah, just that confidence to believe what people are telling you, you know, and carry it through in the rest of your life, you know, be able to laugh with your girlfriends again and just, I don't know, be happy. Yeah. And people can tell, you know, especially when you've been in a funk like I have, you know, because I lost a big part of who I identified myself with, and it was so hard for me to get beyond that, you know. It was just negative thoughts and am I good enough to be anything else? And, you know, and I love being on journeys with people. As a PT, that was half of your job, you know, was being on that journey and seeing how people come out the other side. And I guess this helped me have a journey as well for myself instead of for someone else.
Yeah. Well, wonderful insight there, Korina. Yeah. It is a journey.
Yeah.
Especially, I think, as you said, that sense of transitioning too with big changes.
Yes, because I mean, we all go through times in our life where we're feeling kind of lost. I've always kind of swapped jobs and not thought twice about it my whole life. Swapped careers, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, PT was a massive part of my life, you know, and there was a great sense of loss. You know, it'd be like a divorce, really, you know, all those emotions, the guilt, the sadness, the hurt, all of it, you know, and it's nice to be coming out the other side happy. And finding happiness and
well, what a celebration, Korina, because it would not have happened if you hadn't done the work. Do you know what I mean? If you weren't willing to go there, it would not have happened. So your willingness and your commitment and determination is
but that's reflected in you. So when I started the course, I said to you, I spend all this money, you know, on my skin and my clothes and my fitness, and in the end, all I really want is happiness. And I said to you, I want the happiness you have, you know? And that's why I started the course, you know, because money can buy a lot of things, but nothing can give you happiness except understanding yourself and being happy with yourself and appreciating the life you have, really. And that's what I've got.
Celebrating you, Korina.
I know, all our hearts. We're always touching our hearts. I love that too. And we're always doing this too. I love that as well.
We are. Well, thank you. It gives me such delight hearing your journey and knowing your personal story and knowing the journey that you've been on is phenomenal. Like, and I sincerely hope, you know, when we venture past a program that you can look back and go, celebrate you. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to retreats and extensions on what we've already done, you know. I'm looking forward to venturing into some of the things we've touched on a little more in depth, you know. So when new things are offered, that I can be part of that. Because I think happiness just doesn't sit and stay. We have to work on it. So if I can keep on working on it by extending my knowledge and learning different ways to enlighten myself. You know, I'm looking forward to that. 2021 is going to be amazing.
Bring it on, I say. Oh, well, thank you, dear beautiful goddess. It is such a pleasure to be here and to have this glorious conversation with you. Yeah, I am deeply grateful, and I say thank you for you to say thank you to this program, and thank you to you, and thank you because if as I've said to you before, like you have been such a big part of this program, of it, people coming together. So I really acknowledge you for that. Thank you.
Oh, I love you, Tosca. I think you're an amazing person. Yeah.
Well, thank you. And yes, I value your time, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds great. Bye.